Ladies and gentlemen, Midwest playoff Overwatch time. The championship match is finally here after a long season. Your Carthage Firebirds red team taking on Purdue University Boilermakers Steel. I am Turbo Juggler 32, joined alongside JT Lule.
Back at it again. Playoff season, boys. Finals. Let's get it. I'm so hyped.
A best of 7 to commence this season for both of these squads. Both were #1 seeds. There is the roll bird sign that JT Lule made about, what, 10 minutes ago, you said?
No, I worked very hard on this since last week. I didn't make this 10 minutes ago. What are you talking about?
Nonetheless, though, the thought counts. Roll birds tonight, indeed, for the championship. Best of 7 action. As I was saying before, Purdue Steel was Midwest A's #1 seed, and then obviously our Firebirds read the #1 seed in Midwest B. We've seen a lot from this Carthage Firebirds team throughout the past, I think, 5 or 6 weeks at this point. Of just great gameplay all around and, you know, adapting when they need to.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's been crazy how much we've improved across this whole semester. I mean, we went from struggling to recognize other team comps and how we want to counter that to, okay, now we figured out how to do that. The next step was to adjust on the fly, you know, in between fights or like during fights. So it's crazy how much we've improved in just a short amount of time. And you know, that improvement alone and that hard work we put in really goes to show like why we deserved our seed. And now we're gonna prove it right here in the finals that we're the best in the conference.
Yep, here we go. First map is Control.
On the Arctic Peninsula here, we have Lunar Synergy running Ball, Shinbone running Genji, NECC on Tracer, Jumpy Wizard on Lucio, and NECC running Kiriko. Yeah, ZXC just doing a little bit of some poke action here. They got a pretty good dive comp going on. NECC running Kiriko is going to be huge, as that's going to make it a lot easier for her to follow Lunar Synergy around when he decides to go cross and tear in their back line. Or just bounce around from the different heroes here. Lunar Synergy looking like he's holding it down on the objective. We got Smox just kind of pushing in as Reinhardt trying to clear Lunar Synergy. Does a pretty good job of doing that.
Purdue still getting some good picks early on and staying on that objective thus far. Carthage needs to find a way to win their next fight here to take control of the objective.
Oh, 100%. I mean, this is a little bit of an awkward positioning for where the objective is, considering that it's very low ground. Kind of like on Oasis, where you really want to take control of the high ground in order to gain control of this part of the map and the objective. So really holding high ground and then dropping down to your opponent is kind of the key to getting that objective there. You got Lunar Synergy swinging around, causing some mayhem, getting a lot of separation going on there.
Carthage trying to take over the objective here.
ZXC doing a pretty good job just blinking around that corner there.
There we
getting
go,
a lot of
Carthage
poke action.
getting the objective, but Purdue still right back on it.
Lunar Synergy just poking around every corner, just jumping out, hoping to cause some displacement there, creating space, and unfortunately going down to Goose, who's running Baptiste here.
We see that Purdue Steel also has a Reinhardt and a Bastion on the board. Also a Mei too with the ability.
Oh, 100%. It looks like they're trying to counter this dive comp with a brawl comp. Just to remind y'all, you know, with the brawl comp, they're really going to force a lot of up close and personal action here, with Mei walling off whatever hero they decide to target, and, you know, everyone else just kind of rushing and taking out that hero, hopefully mess up the comp a little bit, kind of ruin the rhythm there.
ZXC's trying to get some damage going. Lunar Synergy's going to get payload.
ZXC with a huge pick on that Mei there.
A nice refrag. Shinbone's on the board as well. Carthage getting some picks, looking to take over the objective. Still have one more.
Synergy chasing after that Reinhardt. Shinbone just kind of jumping around.
There we go.
Our Firebirds are able to retake control of the objective. They got a little bit of a long way to go. They kind of got to win every fight that's going to come along here. They got about 2-3 fights before they can catch up to Purdue Silver.
Yeah, they just got to take advantage of the positioning that's in front of them right now, with Purdue still in their spawn coming back into the objective.
Oh, 100%. And then with there being like a lot of corners and pillars on this map is going to be beneficial for Lunar Synergy, since he's been playing a lot of ball this whole season. That's going to give him a lot of opportunities to just swing around or to come around.
Has overclock. He got one. Jumpy Wizard has the sound barrier.
Wizard doing a good job of just pushing Purdue Silver back a little bit. Saving, like, looks like she's going to save that sound barrier, probably for for when Ryan uses his Shatter, or maybe when Monster pops his Sound Barrier to keep Purdue's Boilermakers in the fight.
Lunar does have the minefield, so that could be the X factor here in order for Carthage to take hold of the objective even longer. There's the Sound Barrier coming out from
Both
Jumpy Wizard.
Lucio's popping the Sound Barrier. Lunar Synergy coming in, dropping that minefield.
There's the minefield. Oh, he gets the Immortality field.
Taking out the Immortality field. Still huge for our Firebirds. Lunar doing an excellent job at creating space within the Boilermakers comp here.
Just pushing them away. Carthage barely has control here. Purdue a smidge away from taking it over, but Lunar is just pushing them away.
Lunar is just holding it down. The Boilermakers are just able to take control. Firebirds are definitely going to have to rush back in and contest this objective. They hope to take round 1.
Yep, Lunar's going to have to be the sole contester, at least for right now. They have one up top.
Blaze using
Carthage.
Blizzard here is going to be huge for the Boilermakers as they temporarily will cut off the objective for the Firebirds. The Firebirds are not going to give up just yet. Lunar Synergy doing everything he can to contest the objective here.
Just trying to push people away, tell them, no, this is my objective. But unfortunately, Purdue Steel is going to get that first
That was a
point
pretty
in
close
control.
one. I think our Firebirds did an excellent job holding it down for that long. I like to think that it might have just been a little bit of luck that the Purdue Silver was able to take back control. You know, it was a close one. That was a definitely close match. That was a great first map within the first round.
Yeah, it was definitely a close one for sure. Carthage could have maybe got that with a little better positioning, but, you know, Purdue Steel, all the members were, you know, ganged up on the site, and that's hard to retake in that position.
It is pretty difficult to go against Brawl Comp, especially with the Rhine, who's really just gonna, you know, hold down any corner they decide to push from. You know, since he's gonna take most of the damage in while everyone else is gonna support him, and, you know, the goal is to kind of like pick everyone off one by one here. Looks like the Firebirds are gonna be switching it up a little bit.
It's just all about winning those one-on-one battles before, you know, a whole team swarms an objective.
100%.
You know? Those one-on-ones are very, very important. Not even in Overwatch,
crucial.
but in other shooter games. It's very important to win those one-on-one battles.
Not even one, just getting any pick is huge in Overwatch. You know, now that it's a 5v5, you know, being down one hero can really mean the difference between capturing or losing an objective.
You're still trying to pull a fast one here.
NECC is doing an excellent job flying around corners, using a lot of cover despite spending a lot of time in the air as Pharah, where, you know, it's pretty limited how much cover you can get.
Let's see Lunar Synergy get his name on the board early.
Jumpy Wizard doing an excellent job bouncing between heroes, keeping the Firebirds alive. Got Payload as Bastion, trying to just cause a lot of damage right there in this turret form.
Oh,
NECC with a huge Lucio pick.
coming out of the sky.
Our Firebirds have done an excellent job of retaking the objective there. Purdue Silver only getting about 26%, so that's just after one fight. So right now, it's still roughly pretty even in the long run in terms of this round right here. Lunar Synergy setting himself up, hoping to maybe knock someone off the edge here.
Oh boy, let's see if this happens.
He's thinking about it.
This would be content. Oh, they're all down.
They're all down
close
there.
To the site. Oh my goodness, he's just coming in
He's
with the
gonna drop
minefield.
in the minefield with an ambush.
Wow. Right from behind, he gets 2 picks
Gets
as
2
well.
picks. Jumpy Wizard getting that huge res for NECC, keeping both supports alive for our Firebirds. NECC just causing a lot of damage, flying around as far as Shinbone.
He gets Goose.
Just bouncing around. It looks like he's going to hunt down Blaze here, get rid of that other Genji. Maybe not. He's going to chase after the tank. Firebirds done an excellent job at getting her by herself.
Carthage still holding the objective. No ults yet for Purdue Steel, but they will have Lucio's Sound Barrier.
Yeah, they're going to have Sound Barrier. They're going to get Junker Queen's ult. So it looks like for this next fight, they might have 2 ults at the ready. Firebirds, looks like they're going to have 2 as well. Shinbone already having Dragon Blade, and NANCakes is real close to having Window there with Baptiste. A defensive window will always be beneficial for whatever
Shinbone brings out the Dragon Blade. See what he's able to do here. Can he take out Cassidy? No, not able to.
That's a hard one. Cass was able to get us just a bit into
Range
range for that sound barrier.
desperately to get away.
Ooh, Shinbo doing an excellent job deflecting that nade. Unfortunately,
Genji
falls
on
to
Genji
Blaze.
Prime. And Smogist is going to take out Nancakes. Hope I pronounced that name right. And Purdue Steel is going to take the objective back.
Look at Firebirds. Looks like they're going to take the quick second to regroup before pushing in. Looks like ZXC is just trying to get a little bit of poke action in to build up his ultimate there. He's sitting at 90, or 96 now, excuse me. He's definitely going to have his ultimate for this upcoming fight here. See if the Firebirds can get Purdue Silver grouped up together, and that would be huge for ZXC. High up on top. Pops the ultimate. Let's see if he can get one.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Unfortunately,
Deadeye
Playo
is going to
counters
claim
that
ZXC.
Deadeye.
Wow.
Purdue Silver picking off our Firebirds one by one. Firebirds are down 3 that fight. They're definitely going to have to regroup before pushing right back in.
Nope, they got 3 ults on the board. Both of the supports have theirs. Lunar Synergy has the minefield. That's going to be the X factor here. They have to push in quickly.
Boilermakers are currently sitting with 2 ultimates. Lunar Synergy coming
Absolute
in, dropping
perfection
the mine.
with that. Oh my
Field,
goodness, that
swinging in
swing.
and just ambushing,
10 out of 10 for
separating
sure.
Purdue Silver. Lunar
Will
Synergy
be
utilizing
popped by
that window
Dr.
there.
Green. Lunar just trying to scramble away. His HP ticking ever so slightly. Blaze is going to get Shinbone yet again. And he's going to get Nancakes. Blaze has been great for Purdue Steel.
Lunar Synergy hoping to take out the Jungle Queen. Does so successfully. Swings around, hoping to clear out anyone left on the objective. Firebirds are fighting tooth and nail here. This one could be close.
Yeah. Carthage does have a shot to get this. The ground pound.
Lunar Synergy doing an excellent job spreading himself everywhere.
He's got to get Goose out of there, though.
Hoping
Not
to get
able
rid of that support. Shinbone hugging that heal pack there. Jumpy Wizard dashing back.
Smog is switching to Doomfist. He's going to get Shinbone. Those were the last hopes. Oh, no, there's still one more. No. Oh, wait.
Oh.
It's just going up and down here.
ZXC doing everything. Oh, and unfortunately gets booped off there.
Purdue Steel is
Monster.
going to take map 1 of control. Very, very close encounters for Carthage. Could have taken over the objective any of those matches.
Oh, 100%. You know, both rounds were really close. You know, I think at that point it really just came down to who was going to click there, who was going to push F sooner. You know, both teams were racking up their ultimates real quick. You know, it felt almost as if, like, as soon as they just used it, they already had it again by the time the next fight started. So, at that point, it was really just anyone's game.
Yeah, Carthage down 1 at this point. They were down 1 against Illinois State University last week. They were able to win 3 unanswered.
Oh,
could
100%.
we see that happen again?
We could. That's very much possible. You know, with both teams being undefeated, if I'm correct, right?
Yes, yes.
So this one is definitely like a real steel situation, you know. So this matchup is going to be crazy. I'm not too worried about the Firebirds. I personally think that we could bounce back from this.
I think we can bounce back as well. All right, we'll be taking an intermission break. We'll be back for map number 2. Alrighty, we are back from intermission break for map number 2. If you didn't catch map 1, Purdue Steel took it 2-0 in control. Carthage looking to even the series 1-1. So JT Lule, what does Carthage have to do to tie this thing up?
You know, 100% definitely maybe change up the comp a little bit. This, you know, I may have said it that 1 week, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. However, unfortunately, Purdue's brawl comp was very well formed. They're very well coordinated and, you know, just holding it down, waiting for the Firebirds to come to them. This is something I've definitely said either last week or the week before, but with Overwatch, it's one of those games where sometimes you just need your enemy team to come to you to win the next fight. So, you know, maybe switch it up, maybe try it with a poke comp or maybe another brawl comp to counter it, and really just hunker down, wait for them to come to you. But with a game mode like this one right here, I'm blanking. Hybrid, thank you. Jeez. But with a game mode like Hybrid on a map like Route 66, it's a lot easier to just hunker down and wait for the team to come to you, considering they have to go to you in order to reach the objective. So really, I personally think that as long as the Firebirds are able to just hunker down, and, you know, just really just like stay in there, you know, bunker it, I think they're going to have a really good first round defensively. But seeing as we're on offense, because I didn't realize it, we're going to see. We're going to see.
Yeah. I think better communication as well could work for this Firebird
100%.
squad. I think maybe they're a little discombobulated in that first snap.
Just slightly. And, you know, with any competition, communication is incredibly key to success. Got NECC fishing around that corner there. Lunar Synergy jumping around to their
doing
backline.
lunar things.
Of course, that's, you know, the usual. You've seen it, you know, every week so far. It's nothing. It's not a surprise.
Friendly neighborhood Overwatch agent at your service.
NECC's gonna have to be careful. Our Torb's turret is actually facing the objective, so he's not much to worry about right now. But once he gets towards the objective and flies around, he's gonna have to be real careful, since Torb turret's actually a hit scan. You know, playing a character that's airborne, that's going to be something that's going to be difficult to do. A lot of hit scan. For those of you that might not know, hit scan just basically means wherever someone is aiming at, you know, their bullet is going to get there instantly.
Carthage looking to maybe capture this objective here.
They've done a great job pushing in and forcing Purdue Silver to back out a little bit. They're definitely going to take the objective here and start moving up that payload.
Purdue's not even going to contest it. Shinbone's going to get Blaze. This is a good start for Carthage.
Oh, and unfortunately, Shinbone falls to payload. Lunar Synergy hiding around the corner, getting ready to swing in. Pancakes just pushing the cart there. Already having window ready. NECC already there with Echo's ult. What is it, Mimic? I should know this, but I don't for some reason.
We'll see what agent he's able to turn into with that ability. Looks like he's gonna get Sigma.
He's gonna run Sigma.
Yep. He's gonna get Sigma.
Get a little bit of a good old throwback Overwatch 1 tank, double tank action here.
Yep. Lunar is actually gonna get payload with the minefield, is also gonna get Goose. Shinbone's gonna get 2 as well. Smogus is gonna get his name on the board.
Definitely just gonna corner Smogus there. Move payload up a little bit. Very good fight there that they had. They were able to move the payload up roughly halfway to the first checkpoint, or a little more than halfway actually.
Yep, they're already in this map too. We're seeing that that Carthage is working better as a collective unit, as opposed to map 1 control, which is very huge.
Oh yeah, 100%. Got Smogus popping his ultimate there. Blaze coming in, using Sombra's hack. Hopefully get a jumpy out of the sky.
Mancake's trying to weather the storm.
Shinbone almost taking on a 3v1 there. Holding that high ground to avoid being hacked by Sombra. Lunar Synergy swinging himself in, just causing a lot of havoc in their backline.
There's a Dragon Blade. He gets
Shinbone
1.
getting 1. Will he get 2? And he
Yep,
gets 2.
There
Let's
we go. That's 2 for Shinbone. 3.
Are we going to see a 4th?
Oh. No.
The Firebirds doing a great job.
This
is the adjustment
Lunar
that they needed to do. It's really obvious that the communication has improved greatly for this round so far. Firebirds looking a lot more coordinated compared to the previous map.
Lunar just flattened Smogus like he was a Goomba. That ground pound. Nonetheless, Carthage reaching the checkpoints. They got about 4 minutes and change to push this thing the distance. Plenty of time here.
Shinbone just peeking around the corner a little bit, getting a little corner action there.
Duplication initiated.
There's
Jumpy Wizard popping an ultimate, doing everything she can. Keep the Firebirds alive in the fight.
ZXC maneuvering his way with Sigma.
ZXC getting Sigma's all. Oh! All gets canceled. He's just about to finish it, do some damage to Purdue Silver.
Lunar again with the minefield. They force Break to go right into the spawn.
Lunar's
They
definitely
almost
gonna have
lured
to back off.
they almost lured Lunar Synergy in there.
Oh, they were very close.
Almost wedged him by the spawn
Lunar was just
point.
applying a lot of pressure there.
Lunar's like, you want to trap me in spawn? Go back in there yourself.
Lunar doing a little return to sender action.
Yes. Ty Nude somewhere around his Dead Eyes activated from Purdue Steel.
Why don't you look at the time?
Not gonna him up to any picks. But Payload is gonna get one nonetheless, though. Regular one with Shinbone as the victim. It's gonna get another one too with Pancakes.
Just kind of poking around, hoping to build his ultimate. Lunar Synergy falling to Monster there. I think the Firebirds are gonna have to back up there, and real close to getting towards the end of the objective.
About
Of about
4.6 meters away. Well, more than that. Just getting pushed back.
Yeah, there are just a little over 2.5 minutes left of the half of this map. I think the Firebirds can just get that little nudge, make it all the way through to the end.
Yeah, all they need to do is just win one more fight.
Yeah, one more, just one more fight is all it's gonna take here. So this fight is gonna determine whether or not the Firebirds are gonna go all the way with this map.
Shinbone does have Dragon Blade.
Ooh, Shinbone getting boost, taking him out with using his dash.
I wonder if Purdue is Purdue still even seeing Shinbone? What is
Shinbone,
going on?
what is he doing? My!
He just snuck right behind him and
Jeez.
got 3 with the Dragon Blade, and
and if
Carthage
that's
is gonna
what it
win their
takes.
attacking round. Yeah, I saw. I was
That
like,
was a great first round. You know, they
I was like, did they see him? Did they hear him?
I lost him. I didn't even know where he was. Next thing you know, I'm checking the kill feed and I'm like, holy crap! Like,
Yeah, no, I saw him going at one of the players. Is like, it's like, oh, there's one by him. You know, is he gonna see him? No.
you know, that's
a,
just.
it's a
I've
sneaky
been,
beaky CS:GO moment. there,
I've been
mean.
on the other end of losing to Genji. You know, like sometimes I'll be like, guys, Genji's behind you. Like, I'm gonna die. Help! And like everyone ignores me, and then they're like, who didn't call out the Genji? And I'm just like, bro. Like, did y'all not hear me like screaming, fighting for my life? You know,
Screaming in the comms, and I didn't even hear.
oh god. So that's a.
Yeah. Comms do get pretty wild in the most tense situations.
Yeah. Firebirds back on defense. Looks like they might keep the same comp almost. Slight adjustments here. Jumpy staying on Mercy. We got Nancake switching over to Ana. Lunar staying on Ball. Shinbone, not sure who he's gonna pick. Oh, Shinbone going on Torb now. It looks like a couple of them might hunker down a little bit. Lunar Synergy's definitely gonna be throwing himself around everywhere. Not a bad idea to have Ball on defense. Maybe this is just me as an Iyari one trick, but I like having a tank with a shield to just hold the corner, and I can just throw my pylon, not worry too much about that tank.
Yeah.
But that's just me though. That's
Shields
just
are always
me.
shields are always good. Shields are always good for blocking off the LOS. Now
Oh,
Purdue's still on the
Boilermakers.
attack. Whoa.
Purdue Silver pulling a fast one there and just teleporting straight to the objective.
They're going in.
Firebirds doing everything they can to just separate Purdue Silver, keeping them off the objective.
Luna's trying to hold them off the objective any way possible. Purdue's still trying to bust open the floodgates here.
Purdue's
Carthage
just in the back
trying
line. You have a Symmetra's
flex
turret
them
in the
together.
one back room there. But Purdue Silver might take control of the objective here. They just how the Firebirds kind of all over the place a little.
Not very coordinated here on this defense, as Purdue Steel has basically taken over the objective. Multiple people are
Oh, they
getting
have
off the
yet to get
objective.
one tick though.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge for the Firebirds, giving them a little bit more time to defend. Lunar Synergy is just cutting off the only entrance to the objective. That minefield is going to be huge for the Firebirds.
Shinbo playing Bastion and playing off of that balcony near the site is going to be huge. He's
That-
going to go into the tank mode here.
Oh,
He's going to
getting
get
a
one.
huge pick right there.
That's on Goose to support. ZXC is going to get Smoggers. That's the tank. That's a huge pick.
Lunar Synergy might take out that Symmetra. Payload taking out Shinbone.
Nancakes.
Nancakes taking out that Symmetra there.
Jumpy
ZXC
Wizard with
getting
a
rid
nice
of
heal.
that Reaper.
There we go. The great team cohesion is all of a sudden back with the Firebirds red team.
We're so back.
We are so back,
We are
baby.
so back.
Just gonna hold out Purdue for less than 2 minutes here.
That's roughly 2, maybe 3 fights left.
Yep.
Right here. The next minute and next minute 45.
And Carthage is gonna have 3 ults almost coming in here.
Carthage
CXC
is-
is gonna get his before Lunar Synergy and Shinbo.
Now they've been doing a pretty good job at holding it down. You know, Lunar Synergy doing whatever he can to just kind of separate Purdue Silver, and the Firebirds just collectively deciding who they want to focus fire, just kind of do a little bit of a domino effect.
Okay, we're gonna have Reaper's ability. ZXC, the Junker Queen ult runs out. Payload's gonna get ZXC.
Boilermakers are looking to take the objective here. They get the first, get 1 tick so far. Looks like the Firebirds might not contest it.
Oh, Lunar gets pushed
Oh,
away.
Shinbone with a huge pick on that Reaper.
It was less than a minute to capture the objective here to unlock the payload.
Oh, and unfortunately, Lunar Synergy
That's an
falls
unfortunate
right
pick.
there to Smoggest.
Blaze going crazy.
Oh,
Goose gets
unfortunate.
ZXC and
Purdue
Monsters
Silvers
finishes
takes
it off.
the objective in. But now they're only down to 3 minutes to push the payload all the way to the other side. Which may seem like a lot, but you know, when you only have 3 minutes to start, that's not that much time.
No. They're going down. Swing it back up. Ground pound.
Synergy getting a lot of ground pounds in.
There's the
Ooh,
Dragon Blade from
getting
Blaze.
that Dragon Blade pick. Nancake's taking out Blaze. Oh, unfortunately, our Firebirds are not going to win this fight. Lunar Synergy just kind of sitting on payload, stalling a little bit.
Just trying to create some distractions, opening for his team. Except they're all the way back at spawn.
Just kind of stalling a little bit, waiting for Firebirds coming in and regroup. Lunar deep in Purdue Silver's backline there.
Monsters almost eliminated. There he
Shinbone's looking to
goes.
get that Lucio pick, but in any case came in and handled it. Shinbone taking out payload.
Jumping Wizard is going to be hacked. Hold on, is going to go away. Shinbo and Lunar Synergy getting their names on the board again. Halting this push from Purdue. Boilermakers steal.
We're down to 1.5 minutes here. Not even, they're a little, about halfway that first checkpoint. These this next couple fights are really going to determine whether or not they're going to be able to move the payload up. Firebirds have been doing a pretty good job at hunkering down and just waiting for the Boilermakers to come to them.
And they're just swinging around. Not that clean of a swing that time around. He's still swinging regardless. ZXC gets 3 picks right there. That's crazy.
Maybe looking to get 4 right here. Guess the
Wow,
4th.
there we go. Almost a complete team wipe for ZXC.
Boilermakers only having about 50 seconds left on the clock here. This next fight is really going to determine who's going to take map 2. You know, if for some... actually, I'm not taking it. I'm not.
Just take the quarter out. Don't say anything.
Championship game and its final season here on campus.
Genji.
I'm not trying to risk it. Nope. Not today.
Oh, ZXC had hold of the Genji Dragon Blade, but it ran out. Shinbo's gonna have Bob available.
15 seconds left on the clock here. Let's see if the Boilermakers could get one last push in. and maybe contest here. The Firebirds doing everything can to not allow it. They've pushed the payload back pretty far. Like Shinbone calling in that Bob there, and
Yep.
Bob got stuck in the corner.
Oh boy.
Oh, Bob.
Bob gets stuck in a corner. That's a good title to a video.
Firebirds doing everything they can, just trying to push Boilermakers away from the payload there. NECC flying around, causing havoc from above.
Using that beam, getting multiple members of Purdue low on HP. NECC, NECC getting in on the fray, finishing up the
Purdue
picks.
Silver was down 3 for this fight. Jumpy Wizard getting a huge res, and with that,
Yes.
the Firebirds are able to take map 2.
Taking map 2 3-1, winning your attacking round, getting all 3 points there, and stalling Purdue Steel on their defending round.
You know, this round was a lot better compared to the first one. You know, everyone was a lot more coordinated. It looks like they were all on the same page, and it was clear they did a great job with communication. You know, Lunar Synergy doing an excellent job separating everyone and making it easier for the Firebirds to just pick them off one by one, cause a little bit of a domino effect.
Yeah, that's what Lunar Synergy is served for as ball. You know, you make the
100%.
distraction, you know, it's easier for
Oh,
the other
100%.
teammates
Especially
to pick.
they're all spread out. It's easy to say, okay, we're going to start here and just move along in the line, you know?
Yep. We got Flashpoint next for map 3, but before that,
Ooh.
we'll take an intermission break.
Get low, jump on back.
Speedy Gonzalez type of intermission break, but we're back with map number 3 of Flashpoint. Series is tied 1-1 if you didn't catch map 2. Carthage won 3-1 on Hybrid. If you didn't catch map 1, Purdue Steel won 2-0 on Control. Series is tied 1-1, as I said before.
Man, Flashpoint. I got a bit of a love-hate relationship with this game mode because on one hand, you know, it kind of reminds me of Hardpoint back in my Call of Duty days. But on the other hand, I feel like this is just 2CP without this, you know, just speeding it up as you almost get to that 100%. And it really just kind of altered the way the game is played. Everyone just had to just make stuff up and just hope that it worked when this game mode first came out.
Yeah.
We're gonna see the Firebirds go back to that first comp. Lunar Synergy staying on ball. Shinbone running Genji. NECC on Echo. Jumpy Wizard on Mercy. Pancakes on Cutico. Purdue Silver. Looks like they're going to be running a bit of a brawl comp here. Smallest on Junker Queen, Payload, and Reaper. Blaze on May. Monster on Lucio. And Goose on Moira.
First Flashpoint's going to unlock in a matter of seconds. But the Royal Rumble, if you will, has already begun.
Firebirds and Purdue Silver are just going blow for blow right there, right off the gate. Like Purdue Silver went straight for the objective here, kind of separating
Man, they're gonna get
Firebirds
it.
a little bit.
Just in case for the people at home who are not familiar with this game mode, once the timer hits 80%, the tick rate goes up drastically. So teams are going to have to make their coordinated pushes quicker. And, you know, there's less time to do that like there is in Control.
Firebirds are doing everything they can to get out of that corner there.
My goodness, Purdue Steel coming out
taking
hot.
us off one by one. They have come out hot.
This is going to be a pendulum swing type of championship match where I think the momentum's just going to go to one team, then another team.
Oh, 100%.
And then it's just going to be the one team that wins like 2 consecutive maps that's really going to come out on top in this one. Because as we said before, both of these teams #1 seeds in their own respective divisions in for the Midwest.
Oh yeah, and I think, you know, with a game like Flashpoint, it's just a high-paced game, or fast-paced game, excuse me. Firebirds are down to their last fight with this objective here. I'm not sure if they're going to retreat and start making their way to the next checkpoint. Or if you're Shinbone, you just don't care, and you're going to sit on the objective and assert your dominance.
Yeah, you just don't care. If there's an opening, why not take it?
If it ain't broke,
Don't fix it. Just put that on a t-shirt.
I should put it on a t-shirt. I think those would be a bestseller t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Unofficial Firebird esports merch. You just have my face on it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Jumpy Wizard's gonna get the heal on the Shinbone. Synergy's racing around here. Carthage getting a hold of the first flashpoint.
Firebirds got a bit of a ways to go in terms of holding objective here. They got to win every single fight that comes their way. So they're really going to have to hunker down.
Lunar Synergy out here playing Madden, just trucking over defenders with Lunar Synergy.
Sometimes I wonder what goes on in his head when he plays ball. Like, what goes on in the ball player's head? Do they don't think only roll or like swing? What are you thinking?
I think it's just a simple course of action based on what's happening. You know, if there's like a swarm of people, oh hey, I'll just swing up on this building, and then if I have my field, oh cool, I can just chop it down.
You know, what if secretly the whole time he's just playing like Wii bowling? You know, he's modded his game to make it look like Wii bowling.
Yep. Yeah, no wonder why he's so good at Lunar Synergy. He probably gets like 300 Synergy sports like my brother does.
Oh, 100%. Purdue Silver taking control of the flash point. Lunar Synergy looking like he gets blocked off by Blaze before he can even contest. Firebirds getting ready to rotate and push the next objective here. As Shinbone just jumping around, getting a little poke action, building up his ult meter there.
Nice May wall placement from Purdue Steel.
Blocking off the Firebirds, killing their momentum a little bit. Kind of forcing them to take the long way to the next flashpoint there.
There's the
Lunar
minefield.
Synergy dropping the minefield, throwing around Purdue Silver like a bunch of ragdolls.
A little bit of an outlandish spot for that minefield, but want to catch it by surprise.
100%.
Purdue going on the second flashpoint.
Lunar Synergy doing a good job knocking Reaper off the objective. That way no one else can take damage.
NECC just getting a swarm. He's gonna take out Blaze, but Payload's gonna get the quick refrag.
Lunar Synergy chasing that Reaper there, dropping in, just wreaking havoc on Purdue Silver here.
Shinbone does have that Dragon Blade. Purdue is on the second flashpoint. Purdue is able to get 3 flashpoints claimed. They will win map number 3. That's how this game mode works.
The Firebirds are not making it easy for Purdue Silver. They're doing a pretty good job at contesting it. Shinbone getting a dash kill, taking out Monster. They're
another one.
2 dashes. 3,
4.
4. Will he get 5? And he gets a 5K!
Got it. Let's go, Shinbone. Yeah. That's a huge, tremendous retake.
3 words for you. Standing on business.
30% and counting for Carthage. Definitely standing on business for sure.
Wii Bowling Simulator coming in 3, 2. Not the camera change. I was looking
I
forward
see a
to
lot of people doing the whole stand on business thing, put the sign language, you know?
That's one of my friends about that from back home, and she taught me how to actually do it.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember. I don't want to try
I
it. I
see NFL players doing that. I see WWE wrestlers doing that.
I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah. For sure. Carthage still holding the objective here.
Lunar Synergy just throwing himself around, just causing a lot of displacement within Purdue Silver's lineup here. Time is
push them
ticking for
away.
Purdue Silver. I think the Firebirds
Lunar,
might be
all
able
he
to
has to
take
do is
this
just stay
flashpoint.
on there. Oh,
All they'd have to do is just get back
Purdue.
on it.
Oh, they're gonna retake it.
Unfortunately, Lunar is having to go get some more health before going back into the fight.
They want to make a fight attempt. They gotta make it quick because that percentage is about to tick up drastically.
And sneaking around, diving in with Lunar a little bit there.
See if he goes unnoticed like last time.
He might. Kind of hard. Once you lose a Genji, you know, you tend to never find him again. Mancake's doing a good job with the heal orbs there.
No.
Unfortunately, gets picked off. Firebirds hoping to contest the objective here. Maybe not. It looks like Lunar
Purdue
Synergy
is
is
gonna
just
get the
gonna
second one.
start running towards the next objective there. Take him and wait for Purdue Silver to catch up.
Definitely not do or die time for Carthage on the series, but it's do or die time at least for map 3 here. So you're down 2 in Flashpoint. Have to find a way to get this, to get these next Flashpoints. They cannot allow Purdue Steel to get one more, or else they
Oh,
win.
100%. Firebirds really
It's gonna have to be
gotta
a reverse
hold
sweep.
this objective. But it's anyone's game. You know, both teams have been playing very well.
Old. Oh boy.
Unfortunate.
Halo's gonna get 2. Shinbone.
Shinbone getting 1.
The one hope for Carthage. Gonna get 2. No, it's only gonna get 1.
Firebirds did an excellent job taking the flashpoint here.
Jumpy Wizard does have the sound barrier in case if things go haywire, but Purdue Steel also has that luxury.
This is something I just noticed. The mines beep. I heard beeping noises from the mine. I didn't know this. Has that always been there?
have
I'm
no
gonna
clue.
assume so.
The more you know.
I guess it's just stuff I notice when I'm casting.
Yeah.
That explains so much now that I think about it. I tend to always die from the mines. No wonder I'm bad at this game.
No need to wrap yourself up like that. Carthage, firm hold of this flashpoint. They know.
Blaze attempting to wall off Lunar Synergy here.
There's a sound barrier from Jumpy Wizard.
Jumpy, excellent timing on the sound barrier. They're keeping the Firebirds alive and well for this fight. Maybe not well, but alive.
Purdue still has their sound barrier. Also a Junker Queen ult. We're gonna see Reckoning from Junker Queen.
Firebirds are hoping to stay in control of the objective here. Lunar doing a great job just pushing a couple of Purdue Silver off
very
of
low.
the objective.
Okay, there we go. Oh, Purdue is gonna retake. Shinbone is gonna get Smogus. That's a big. Oh my goodness. They read him well there. He's like, all right, I'll swing around. Just like me when I play Rainmaker in Splatoon. can't go straight. I'll go to the side. There's the minefield right in front of you.
Just dropping into that minefield there. Jumpy
Gets one.
Wizard just bouncing around as Lucio.
Or Blaze had nowhere to go there.
Staying out of sight.
There's the
Oh, payload pop.
Reaper ult.
Reaper, oh, not getting anyone. Ooh, looks like Purdue's catching up a little bit. The Firebirds are definitely going to have to win this next fight here. They hope to stay in for this round.
It's too little, too late. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Lunar Synergy doing everything he can to stay on the objective. Push everyone off. Give the Firebirds a chance to take it
He can
over.
only do so much.
Shinbone already having Dragon Blade again.
For clarification, they are playing Purdue Steel.
DXC as Reaper getting in some poke action.
Still
Trying to contest the objective here.
And Purdue Steel is going to get a 3-0 victory on Flashpoint to take a 2-1 lead in the championship series.
Man, I think that the Firebirds are doing very well whenever they were able to take control of the objective there. I think really the struggle for them here was really just communicating and holding it down.
Yeah, they got to stay more consistent.
100%. I mean, but on the flip side, Purdue has done a great job of communicating those May walls. Those May walls were huge defensively for Purdue Silver and made it a little harder for our Firebirds to really go in and force the next fight and try to take the objective.
Yeah, especially when Lunar was trying to get into the objective and May just saw
they
him
literally just walled him off
right
as he was rolling in. So sometimes it's a little difficult to work around it, especially when you don't have many avenues to go in through as a tank in the back line.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back from intermission break for map number 4. Alrighty, back from intermission break. Map number 4 of Push. Purdue leading in the series 2-1. And yeah, Carthage is going to look to put the momentum back in their favor like they did in map number 2. Map number 3 was all Purdue.
The momentum has definitely been shifting between every map between Purdue Steel and our Firebirds. So assuming we've established a pattern, considering we've already played on 3 maps, theoretically, our Firebirds is going to have the momentum they need to win this round and take this all the way up to round 5. Already this has been an exciting matchup, just going from one to the other to the next, in terms of the overall score between both teams. Kind of like World Series almost, if you really want to think about it. 2016 World Series is kind of going back and forth.
Yeah.
Lunar Synergy already being cheeky, hiding in the Purdue Steel's backline there. Looks like Shinbone is back there with them, hoping to cause some damage and, mess up Purdue a little bit.
There goes the robot. Carthage trying to push it immediately. Purdue trying to hold.
Shinbone getting a lot of damage in. Just blinking around that corner there. Lunar Synergy having to retreat a little bit, get some heals. And then he's going to throw himself right back into the fight.
Trying to push everybody away. NECC's gonna be hacked.
Purdue's over and Firebirds going toe-to-toe right here by the robot spawn.
And the push begins for Purdue Steel. They're trying to create separation in this series lead here. They're up 1 game, which is not a whole lot, but up 2 games after this. If they win, that'll be huge for them. And it'll be time for Carthage to really dial in.
Oh, 100%. But our Firebirds just gotta, you know, let's raise the temperature. Let's get fired up. We got it. Shinbone already being sneaky around, just hiding in the back line, getting some damage in. While NECC uses that Sigma ult there.
There's the Sombra ult by Blaze. Payload's gonna get NECC Goose. It's Lunar Synergy. That's a huge pick for Purdue Steel, and they're just chugging right along.
Jumpy and NECC's retreating a little bit right there. Shinbone with a huge pick right there on payload.
See if he can use that pulse bomb to perfection. He's gonna have to get some heals first before he decides to do anything.
Oh, 100%. Firebirds are gonna have 3 ultimates ready for this next fight coming up here. Lunar Synergy with Minefield, Shinbone with Pulse Bomb, Jumpy Wizard with the Sound Barrier.
There's the pulse bomb. It's gonna elect no kills, but
Lunar Synergy getting 2 elims with that Minefield. Looking for maybe a 3rd one here.
Kick's gonna get the resurrection off of NECC, who switches to Hanzo. I've not seen NECC play a lot of Hanzo. We saw it earlier in the season, but towards the later weeks, we've seen him play Echo. We've seen him play a little bit Soldier 6. We've seen him play Pharah.
Oh yeah, NECC has been a pretty good all-around player this whole semester so far. He's really done an excellent job just showing how flexible he can be with whatever comp Firebirds decides to run for the fight at hand.
Just drop on the face, all over payload.
NECC with a huge pick on that Sombra. Looking to hopefully take out the Baptiste there. Unfortunately, falling to Smogus.
Purdue gaining momentum back very quickly. That's one thing you gotta commend this team for, is their quick resilience. Straight to the point, you know, a little bit of goldfish memory as we speak about for our Firebirds red team. That's what we're seeing as well from Purdue Steel.
That Shinbone hiding away pretty far into Purdue Steel's backline here. Not sure if he's gonna try to regroup before he pushes up a little bit. Shinbone running around looking for that Sombra. Jumping Wizard holding it up top of Lucio, the rest of the Firebirds.
NECC is gonna get payload. Wait, he's gonna get Lunar Synergy.
Our Firebirds fighting off Purdue Silver right there on the checkpoint. Hoping to prevent them getting there.
Yep. Gotta prevent it here, and they gotta start making a huge push soon.
Lunar Synergy doing a great job. Is pushing off that Sigma
Shinbone.
there.
Another one.
Shinbone getting 2 huge picks.
Three. Yes. There we go,
The
Shinbone.
Firebirds are up for
That's
that
what I'm
fight
talking
right there. Definitely gonna push the robot on the move and definitely move towards the other side of the map.
Carthage moving along here, but right away, Purdue. Thorn in the back of Carthage, just contesting at all costs, preventing our Firebirds from doing anything with the objectives.
NECC popping that ultimate.
Shinbone getting some picks, Lunar Synergy as well, switching to Sigma.
Firebirds are up 5-1 for that fight there. Definitely gonna be able to push Robot up pretty far.
They're going to take advantage of that opening because who knows how many more openings they're going to get like that.
Oh,
It's this
100%. I mean,
Purdue
there's
skill
only
team.
4 minutes left on the clock here. Firebirds are definitely close to tying it up in terms of distance for this map. Lunar Synergy popping out, taking out Goose, doing an
Oh.
excellent job.
Mortality field being launched. NECC, Shinbone, Carthage,
finishing
getting
it
hot
off.
at the right time.
Looks like
May just
Carthage
push
is
it all the way to the
definitely
checkpoint.
gonna get it to the checkpoint there. Tie it up.
Your team has lost the lead.
Might be able to take the lead in the next couple seconds, assuming Boilermakers aren't coming in.
And they do, they take the lead. Carthage.
Shinbone holding high ground a little bit, just getting a little bit of poke action. NECC getting real close to his ult. Definitely gonna see that this next fight coming up. Jumpy wasn't having sound barrier at the ready.
They just kind of keep the momentum on their side against Purdue here. You can't let up. There we go. NECC getting Blaze. Purdue trying to take the robot back. They have 4. Carthage is 1. Sitting on the robot.
Shinbone causing a lot of havoc in the backline. Unfortunately, falling to Blaze. Smog's taking out NECC. Firebirds are down 2 for this fight here. Purdue Silver is slowly pushing the robot back to the other side. Hoping to gain some ground lost there from that last fight.
It's a whole 5 stack on that robot.
Boilermakers surrounding that robot, kind of like if they were the armed escort here.
Just like the Secret Service protecting
Oh yeah,
Mr. President.
that's the president, and you're the Secret Service.
Yep. Have to protect Mr. President at all costs. Payload's gonna get 2. Smogus is gonna pick Lunar Synergy, and now Purdue getting the momentum on their side. Shinbone going back in time. Can't go back in time to erase the deficit he's facing right now with all his teammates down.
Definitely done a good job using that recall to reposition himself defensively on pushing Purdue Silver right off the objective there.
Oh
Oh, and unfortunately, Lunar Synergy falls to Monster off the map.
Payload gets 2 with the overclock of Sojourn. Goose gets a melee on the Jumpy Wizard. The support's going at it.
1 minute remains, and Purdue Silver is almost caught up to the Firebirds' distance there. We're gonna see if Lunar Synergy is just gonna throw someone off, but
To do something here. He does not have the minefield. If he did, that would be huge to push him off of the robots. No pun intended.
Jumpy doing everything she can to push Purdue Silver right off of this
Just
payload.
less than a minute. Blaze has the Dragon Blade that could be the X factor for Purdue. And it's less than 30 seconds practically here. So Purdue has to make a push here to take the lead. Carthage has to defend it at this point. It's not looking good for Carthage. Oh my goodness. It is dangerously close.
It is anyone's game. Both teams are going toe-to-toe.
Oh.
Keeping it close. And Purdue is just
Purdue
able
is gonna take the
to
lead.
take the lead. Oh, no, they do by a couple meters. Never mind.
Oh my goodness.
Firebirds are definitely gonna have to pull a miracle out.
Yikes.
NECC pushing a little aggressively. Jumpy Wizard just bouncing around, contesting the objective. Really hoping to push Purdue right off the bot there. But Monster popping off that sound barrier is going to help Purdue stay in the fight a lot longer.
Minefield's finally gonna be activated.
Lunar with dropping that minefield. NECC popping
Better
her
late than never.
ultimate. Doing a great job of damage boosting everyone, keeping the heals consistent. Firebirds finally
They
gain control of the
cannot
robot,
give
and
up.
they are definitely going to have to stay in control.
Yep, they cannot give up at this point. They have a legitimate chance to push this thing all the way.
It's not wood, but close enough. I might have to reach over to the producer table.
The producer is definitely not gonna work.
Any divine intervention for our Firebirds.
We need it. No.
Sound barrier coming out from Jumpy Wizard, keeping the Firebirds in.
Payload's overclocked though, might say otherwise. And also the Dragon Blade from Blaze, oh boy. Purdue might shut this thing down quick.
Oh, unfortunately, our Firebirds are
Purdue
not able.
is gonna win map 4, 3-1 in the series. They need one more map win to be champions. Carthage backs are against the wall. They're gonna have to run the table.
Wait, am I missing something? I thought it was always to 3.
No, it's 4. It's best of 7.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, we're still in. All right. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, no. It's best of 7.
Have we always? Have we always done best of 7, or is it just because of
No.
the championship?
Because it's championship.
Okay.
The rest were best
All
of 5.
right.
Yep.
I don't. I mean, I still gotta stress, but I can stress a little bit less. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Alrighty, we'll take a breather. We'll come back for map 6. Alrighty, back from break. This is map 5, not map 6. Check that from before the intermission break. But nonetheless, though, Escorts is going to be the game mode that we are playing. Purdue leading the series 3-1. Carthage has to come back here, or else if Purdue wins this one, JT Lule, Purdue is going to be crowned champions.
I beg to differ. I think our Firebirds, we've come back from worse situations.
We believe. We believe.
Where's my marker? I should make a new sign. All right, we got Shinbone doing a little bit of a pregame dance. Hopefully he's not locked in that one room.
Alrighty.
ZXC
Escorts.
coming out hot with the Widow, hoping to get a pick right off the start there. Jumpy playing Zen here. That's something we haven't really seen much of this whole season thus far.
Right, but we see ZXC playing as Widow, which is also interesting.
We've definitely seen that a couple times. CXC running a sniper character. Not so much now in this at this time of year.
Yeah.
Or this semester, excuse me. Getting in a good amount of damage in. Firebirds doing a pretty good job at focus firing. Whichever hero has a Discord on him. Lunar Synergy hugging that corner, using that natural cover to his advantage.
See some dynamite thrown at the break.
Dynamite action.
Shinbone.
Jumpy bush camping.
Zenyatta, the man with many orbs. CXC is getting some pop shots going here with payload.
Unfortunately, gonna take him down. Firebirds are running a bit of a double sniper comp here.
Payload with Ash on Ash crime there.
Have to wait for the Firebirds to regroup and plan out this next attack here. They're about a quarter of the way to the first objective, or a third, excuse me. It's more like a third. There's gonna be coming in as Sigma.
Lunar is gonna be hacked.
Getting a huge block on that rock there.
Shinbone and Jumpy Wizard getting themselves on the board. Carthage trying to move this thing further. Shinbone is gonna ensure that happens. Throws the dynamite in celebration. Why not?
Celebratory dynamite is always welcome. Think about it, it's like an early 4th of July.
Early 4th of July, but in December.
Well, we've had Christmas in July, so we are gonna do 4th of July in December.
Ah, yes. The perfect trade-off.
DXC taking out the immortality field. But unfortunately falling to Monster here. Monster just swinging away. Looks like Shinbo might be able to take out the Baptiste. Might give a good chase for it.
Carthage trying to regroup, plan on how they're going to push this thing further. The Brig is going to be on Shinbone. Luckily, it's Lunar Synergy there to back up his teammate.
Firebirds come in and hopefully get the payloads at first checkpoint this fight. Lunar Synergy doing an excellent job creating space for the rest of the Firebirds to push in.
Lunar is going to get Goose.
Dixie hoping to get a pick on that Ash. Ash falling. Lunar Synergy taking out Kiriko as well.
There's Shinbone getting his name back. And oh my goodness, Lunar Synergy showing the other Sigma who's boss.
And with that, the Firebirds are able to get to that first checkpoint there, adding a little bit more time for them.
Only 2 minutes and 30 seconds roughly to get towards the next checkpoint.
You know, so long as the Firebirds are able to just hunker down and just, you know, hover over the payload, I think they have a pretty good chance of getting to that second checkpoint there. It's not too far of a distance. Just a lot of corners need to play around.
Positioning goes a long way.
Oh, 100%, especially on the map like Junkertown. Positioning will mean the difference between winning and losing that round. I mean, that goes for any map in this game. Positioning is definitely key to Overwatch. However, on a map like this where there's a lot of corners, you definitely want to position yourself properly.
Shinbone, Lunar Synergy still doing some work. Oh my goodness. CXC heavily assisting that time around.
Firebirds a little more than halfway to that second checkpoint there.
The Kitsune Rush is there for support if needed.
ZXC and Shinbone are definitely going to have their ultimates for this next fight coming up. Shinbone almost having Bob. ZXC having the Dragon Arrow. Pancakes doing a bit of a tactical retreat here, taking out that Reinhardt.
That's a huge
ZXC
pick.
popping the Dragon Arrow.
Lunar is just
Lunar
going off
just going
with Sigma.
crazy at the moment.
What is that melody? What is going on with Lunar Synergy?
He's locked in.
Yeah.
Firebirds are able to successfully get to the next checkpoint. Now getting it to the end is going to be the real pain. That stairwell right there that Lunar Synergy had just passed. You know, if you're on defense, you're definitely going to be taking the shorter route and going right under the stairs and just go right into a fight against the other team. Whereas on the flip side, the other team could definitely use those stairs and kind of clear the way and just hopefully hold the line.
There's
long
Bob.
enough.
Let's hope our boy doesn't get stuck in a corner again.
Oh my God, yeah. We don't need Bob hiding in the corners. You're not on timeout, Bob. You can go
Come
play.
on, Bob. Come on, Bob.
You can go play.
Can cause some chaos for our Firebirds.
My ultimate is ready.
And there's a Kitsune Rush coming out from Jumpy Wizard. Blaze, though, taking full control of this entire fight here. Smog is switching over to Winston. Shinbone, Bob gets in the fray, takes out Payload.
What's up?
Firebirds hoping to get Payload a little bit farther up, maybe all the way to the end.
Switch to Reaper for ZXC, another character that he's been playing throughout the season.
Like Firebirds might see a little bit more, like a small mix of a poke and dive here there.
Dragon Blade. Oh, there we go. Lunar Synergy. Huge.
Huge pick on that Genji. That Dragon
Huge
Blade
pick.
could have been costly for our Firebirds.
This push is very, very important for Carthage. They have to get all 3 points here because they know in the back of their minds when Purdue gets their attacking round, they might push it all the way. Shinbone is gonna get monster.
Ooh,
Lunar Synergy is
Shinbone
gonna get
taking
Goose.
out
CXC
Goose.
gets Smogus, Pancakes, Payload. Jumpy Wizard Blaze.
DXC going immediately into the spawn, hoping to apply pressure and to produce silver there. Same with Shinbone as Tracer in the other corner.
No, they're just holding them out by the spawn. But there's one that leaked through.
Pancakes kind of suffering through it, hoping to get the Shinbone off for.
CXC has the ult.
Oh, and Kiriko is just barely able to escape it. Looks like that might not matter though, as the Firebirds are hugging this payload with their lives.
Oh, they're almost there. They can taste it. We can feel it
They're
here.
so close, only 3.19 meters
Lunar
away.
Synergy. ZXC.
And our
Pancakes finishing it
Firebirds
off,
are
and there
able
we
to take it
go.
all the way.
They're attacking round on Escort. Huge 3-point performance.
Oh, 100%.
And they go to defense.
To 3. Switching sides.
And in hybrid, their defense was really good against Purdue.
Oh, 100%. And,
Initiate.
looks like a Firebirds. They might switch up the comp in terms of defense, considering that they're going right into pushing that payload. Lunar Synergy has done an excellent job as Sigma, just pushing the objective there and just kind of taking in a lot of aggro. I feel like that's something that was huge this round for Firebirds, just taking a lot of the attention and having a lot of damage done to you, so that way the rest of the team can just start picking off and really do most of the work in the fight.
Definitely. Let's see most of the same for Purdue. We're going to see ZXC playing Torb. That's the only main difference for Carthage.
Torb is also another great pick for at least for the first checkpoint of the map. There's plenty of places you can leave that turret, whether it's low ground, high ground, or on the corner. You can definitely try to be real slick with it. Torb, I see a lot of Torbs on defense for this round, especially on this window here where Nancake is about to jump off. That's another great place to leave the turret. Since it can just hold that high ground there, and it gives you, a little bit more of an opportunity to push low ground, and just kind of match the other team on the ground there. Ooh. Payload almost looking for that pick there. Looks like Monster's gonna be playing Yachty this time around. Not a bad pick there. Payload taking out CXC. Lunar Synergy getting rid of that healing pylon.
Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
Shinbone with
Oh.
a dynamite pick.
Oh, we
Two
got two.
dynamite picks. That's going to be
Oh
huge for our
my.
Firebirds. That's going to slow down the momentum for
That's going to
Purdue
the highlight reel.
for a little while there. NECC hoping to get a pick on that Ash there.
Gunner Synergy trying to hold off Purdue's Sigma from doing anything with the payload. Boy, that's a lot of money on that thing. NECC getting some pop shots. Oh my.
my.
3 straight picks in a
Three
row
picks for
Carthage.
Firebirds. Firebirds are up.
There
They're up
goes
again.
Smogist.
That is a huge fight right there for the Firebirds. They're doing an excellent job in just holding it down. You know, they've really bunkered in, making it difficult for Purdue Silver to really push up. They're gonna have to
For
find a
sure.
way to, you know, just kind of displace everyone. Lunar Synergy already having his ultimate ready for this next fight. Might end up using it. Huge rock, by the way, on that Sigma there.
Oh!
Gets rid of that Widow on the way up.
Play's gonna get a dynamite pick on NECC. Kitsune Rush is launched. Lunar Synergy puts the other Sigma on the ground.
Unfortunately, Goose gets the pick on Lunar Synergy. Blaze taking out Nancakes. Purdue Silver doing a pretty good job of utilizing that pylon, making it a lot easier for Yachty to keep heals consistent, keep Purdue Silver in the fight. Definitely gonna get that first checkpoint there. Firebirds are really gonna have to hunker down.
Yep.
Purdue getting 4 minutes added, or now that they're at 4 minutes, it's gonna be very difficult for Firebirds to hold it down. That's a long time for an objective.
That is a long time.
Firebirds are really gonna have to hunker down. Lunar Synergy's doing a great job just holding that high ground, waiting for them to come to the Firebirds there. Sometimes that's just easier. Just wait for them to come to you, especially in a game mode like this where they have to go towards you. You know, why force it when you can just wait?
Our favorite robot is about to be on the battlefield momentarily, possibly. NECC is gonna snipe payload. Trying to pick off
NECC
another
almost
member.
getting killed there.
There's Bob.
To Bob.
Bob Ditto. That's what we like.
Bob did up.
Let's hope they fight each other.
Ooh, and our
Oh.
Firebirds are just taking down Purdue Silver one at a time.
Wow.
I truly feel alive.
An absolute slaughterhouse right now.
What a great job they did just holding it down right down that corner. They're definitely going to have still a bit of a long ways to go, as Purdue Silver has 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the half here to really get to that NECC objective.
NECC eagerly waiting for his next target. Oh my goodness.
Bit of a lag. I
We all just skipped a beat here, ladies.
yeah,
and gentlemen.
I freaked out a minute.
Championship game.
Lunar Synergy dropping down, getting ready to use his ultimate, popping it right away.
Oh, I couldn't get the pleasure. Oh, he still gets payload nonetheless.
Still dropped Sombra there. Jumpy Wizard applying pressure to monsters, playing as character only for NECC to go up and finish her off there. Minute 45 left on the clock for Purdue.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness, the
huge
melee.
pick by Shinbone with a melee kill.
Melee with the dual wields. Just clocked him right upside the head.
Very possible Firebirds are able to hold this objective for just a minute and a half left. Playing high ground is so important, as you know, it gives you a lot of natural cover to use, as well as, you know, just generally having high ground is a lot better when it comes to playing shooters. You don't want to stay on low.
No, definitely not. Low ground gives you a significant disadvantage. I mean, even if your players are great on the ground, going against people that are above is really challenging.
Oh, 100%. Especially when you have like no natural cover to help protect you. Makes it all the
Yeah,
more
you're just
harder.
wide open in space.
50 seconds left on the clock. Here, Purdue is struggling to make a push as the Firebirds keep picking them off one by one.
Yep, that's exactly what they need to do. They need to
Shinbone
win
just
these
going
one-on-ones.
crazy.
If they win the one-on-ones, they have. Oh, that's a sleep dart from Goose. That might change things.
Oh, Shinbone almost able to get out of that one.
Maybe a little bit of BM before the pick by
have.
Goose. Pulse bomb's gonna be online for Shinbone. Now would be a great time to use it.
Firebirds doing a great job just bunkering in. NECC struggling against that Winston. Will she get out of it in time?
Shinbone's gonna have to drop that pulse bomb.
10 seconds.
This one's up.
Shinbone's looking for that pulse bomb.
Not sure
Lunar
why-
Surge is
not
looking
sure
for
why he didn't
Prophetic
drop
Flux.
it.
Oh, and Purdue Silver is able to get to the next objective. Only a minute and a half left.
Wonder if he's just saving it for the late game.
He might be.
That would be smart, stacking up the ults for late game. Can't let him get too far though. Things go wrong, just like that.
Well, that was a huge Sombra ult by Payload there. Temporarily pausing everyone's ability to use their abilities.
Purdue inching their way towards the payload here to force overtime for map 5.
About 35 seconds left on
The
the clock.
ults
Excuse me.
have to come out now.
They don't
They're
have
ever
that
gonna
much
come
time.
out.
This next fight is really going to determine whether or not that Purdue Silver is going to get to the objective.
There's the Sigma ult. Purdue not backing down without a fight. NECC took over Winston.
Definitely got a huge pick down. Sombra. Lunar Surge doing everything he can to keep Purdue at bay.
They have to eliminate Winston.
Herbert's focusing fire on Winston. They're
There
definitely
we
gonna be able
go,
to
he's
keep him
gone.
off. Purdue still contesting the objective. Here, Firebirds are just going in, letting them
Blaze,
have it, just
last
throwing
one.
everything left in the arsenal.
Is that gonna be it? It is! Carthage
This-
still in it.
Carthage successfully taking round.
They cut the deficit to 1 in the series, 3-2. Purdue still in the lead, but it's comeback season for
Oh,
Carthage.
it's definitely comeback season. We are so back. We're so back. Like I said, we've come back from worse squads this season. I don't see why we can't come back from this one.
Play of the game from Blaze from Purdue. It's great Genji gameplay all around on this series for him. Alrighty, after intermission break, we'll be back with map number 6. Alrighty, back from intermission break. Map number 6 coming to you. Series score 3-2. Purdue Steel in the lead. Carthage winning map 5 to stay in it.
This is gonna be a long one. I'm not gonna lie. I expected, you know, for us to go toe to toe Purdue, given the fact that both of us went undefeated this whole season. But man, I'm stressed. this got me. I do not feel bonita. I feel stressita right now.
We'll see what happens here. Carthage has the chance to tie this thing up at 3 to send us to a game 7.
Oh, 100%. I think we can very much do it. Let's just get right into it. You know,
Yeah.
Firebirds, it looks like they're running a bit of a poke comp here. We got Looter Synergy on Sigma, Shinbone on Junkrat, ZXC. Oh, hold on. ZXC on May? Not so much poke. A little bit of a brawl feel. All right, I'm for it. Jumpy Wizard on Lucio, NECC running Baptiste. While Purdue Silver, we have Smoggest on Rhine, Payload on Bastion, Blaze running May, Monster and Lucio, and Goose on Baptiste. So we have Purdue Silver running a bit more of a brawl comp here. As I said earlier, they're probably going to try to wall off a tank, just focus fire him, especially since they have that Bastion there. His turret form is definitely going to be pretty useful
Junkrat's
there.
definitely going to create some distance.
Purdue Silver going all the way around. Lunar Synergy eating up that damage, giving himself a lot of shields there.
Shinbone's going to get monster.
Shinbone almost was, you know, using the mines to just throw Purdue around.
ZXC trying to sneak his way on the objective is not able to quite yet.
Jumpy Wizard almost booping Smoggest off the map there.
And there we go. Carthage taking the control point early.
Carthage taking control.
Whoa. Shinbone gets 3.
Shinbone getting 3 with, 1 with the mine and then 2 just regular. I thought he got 3 with the mine. That would have surprised me. I wouldn't have thought that was possible. That was a great first fight right there by our Firebirds.
With C4, anything's possible.
You're right. Anything is possible with a good C4. Lunarson just poking away there, building up that ult percentage. NECC sitting way comfortably in our Firebirds.
The trap's going to be triggered, and it's set off.
Shinbone
But
taking
Shinbone.
out the Junker Queen there.
Well, they're going to get back on the objective, though. Purdue trying to take it.
Ooh,
Riptire, there we
Shinbone's
go.
Using Riptire and
Wow.
solo ulting that Genji. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to prevent Genji from sneaking away into that back line there.
A Riptire from Shinbone.
Shinbone just rolling off and picking Payload off. Huge pick for the Firebirds there.
They're going to get back on the objective, though. Oh, Purdue's going to
Purdue
retake.
taking the objective. However, the Firebirds are up 3-2 in this overall fight. So they definitely are able to recapture. ZXC using that ultimate, and making it easier. Getting a
Oh.
huge pick right there, right on Genji.
Jumpy Wizard. There we go, Carthage.
Great awareness there, getting rid of that trap. That could have been fatal later down the line.
Yep. All Carthage needs to do, hold on to the
Just
objective.
hold the objective.
Easier
This-
said than done, though.
This next fight is really going to determine who's going to take the first round. The Firebirds have definitely come out hot and done a great job. Lunar Synergy using his ult there kind of slowed down Purdue Silver a little bit.
Junker Queen actually going to walk through the May wall.
Lunar eating a lot of damage right there and taking in that temporary health.
There's the
Purdue
Moira.
Silver is taking the objective there.
They gotta get to the objective. They're just letting Purdue get to the objective. I'm not sure what's going on here. Gotta have at least one person on the objective.
Looks like it's starting to become a little bit of a slugfest here. Not something the Firebirds want with this comp right now. Purdue has pushed Firebirds all the way back near spawn. Firebirds definitely gonna have to find a way to get right back into it.
Yeah, definitely. They lose this point. This might be a little bit demoralizing to the mental. I have a goldfish memory if that happens, but let's not have that happen. There's a Riptire, but that's going to be for Payload, not Shinbone.
Shinbone getting a huge pick on that Genji, but unfortunately falling victim to Monster's boop.
It's booted right off the map, right into the snow.
Firebirds
Not
doing an
anymore,
excellent job
Slay.
of walling off that Junker Queen. Fortunately, they're not able to follow up and take her down.
ZXC
DX being a little on the aggressive side here.
can't get too aggressive. Losing HP in a flash. It's gonna be Dragon Blade from Blaze.
Firebirds retaking the objective right now. Got Lunar Synergy on it. Shinbone activating that Riptire.
That's gonna be a huge racing around here.
Oh, no,
Oh, he
he's
can't
not
do
able
anything.
to follow up and take out that
No.
Moira.
Oh boy, that's rough.
That is a bit of a rough round. Firebirds
Yikes.
were up. And
Well,
Purdue Silver was able to fight their way back. It's only the first round though.
0.
Goldfish memory.
Goldfish
has to
memory.
happen.
We
Yep.
That's what we say around these parts. Goldfish memory, forget it. What happened happened. Not much you can do about it now. Just gotta look forward
Gotta win the
and
next
keep
two.
it pushing.
Yep, gotta win the next two in order to tie this thing up at 3, or else Purdue is gonna walk out as champs.
Nah, you gotta feel and enjoy the music.
I enjoy the mathematics.
Shout out our producer for knocking on wood for me. Ooh, I'm feeling pretty nervous. I'm not gonna front, and I feel like I'm being a little too quiet. But
We got
man,
this. We got this.
I'm stressing.
We
man.
got this. We got this.
I know we can do it. We can do it.
EXC gonna be up in the air. Some chip damage, if you will.
Jumpy Wizard hoping to just whoop some Purdue Silver around a little bit, create some space for the Firebirds to push in. Lunar
ZXC
Synergy
Shinbone.
switching to ball.
Yeah, we haven't seen ball in quite some time.
Firebirds doing a great job contesting. They're definitely going to take the objective first, right off the bat. I think the Firebirds are probably going to station up a little bit and be a little bit more on the aggressive defense. Do whatever they can to not allow Purdue Silver to come near the objective.
We're gonna have a distraction active Lunar Synergy back. That's gonna be huge for Carthage. In control.
Shinbone and Lunar Synergy hiding in that corner. They're definitely looking to ambush some of Purdue Silver.
Cannot have a spell of deja vu on themselves, Carthage. Because in round 1, Purdue did take control 2-0 in a sweep. But it is something to monitor. But Carthage fighting strong here. Shinbone.
Oh, and
just
unfortunately,
barely,
gets picked by Blaze.
barely gonna
Lunar
lose that
Synergy
gunfight.
having to run away.
Payload with the grenade, also with the pick, the revolver, and now Purdue getting control.
Firebirds getting a good 46%. Not bad for holding it for the first, after that first fight there. This next fight, Firebirds really got to come in high and really communicate who they want to target before going in.
Look times high noon somewhere around these parts. That's gonna get Shinbone, unfortunately.
DXC
It's a
put
dead
off
eye.
a great switch to run, but unfortunately just gets drained out of his ult.
Lunar Synergy. Oh, he almost pushed 2 off of the map. That would have been
Very
insane.
close to doing so. DXC getting a huge pick on payload.
Objective is gonna be contested Shinbone. Trying to create an opening for his squad, but the Reinhardt's smog it.
Reinhardt's been... Smoggy has been doing a great job at just taking aggro and really just absorbing a lot of the shots. That's kind of the whole premise of Reinhardt's design there, is to take in as much damage as possible, or at least most of the aggro from the whole team.
Carthage has to push with a sense of urgency here. The switch to Ramatra late.
Bit of a... something we don't really see much out of Lunar Synergy.
They might just be throwing something to the wall and hoping it sticks at this point. They just cannot get Smogus down. That's the big problem. And Lunar Synergy goes down, so the front line is gone. But NECC with the res. Pulse bomb. Shinbone, gets one.
Gets one pick.
Oh, we gotta get on here. Lunar Synergy getting monster. Hopes maybe dwindling. It's overtime. Deadeye's launched. They gotta watch out.
Taking out that Reinhardt. Firebirds are pushing forward, retaking.
They're gonna retake it, and
the
they
objective,
do.
and they've successfully retaken
Wow,
the objective.
that was too
Firebirds
close
are
for
really gonna have to hunker down.
too
now.
close for comfort, man. Oh my
Just a
goodness.
little bit. That had me. Whew.
Your capabilities.
Oh my god, my heart's racing right now. Oh my god, I'm like at the edge of my seat right now. I'm so antsy.
Carthage just has to stay hold of the objective here. They have to get Smoggus out at all costs. That's the only way they're
Oh
gonna win
yeah.
this.
With Brawl comps, the second you take out their tank, the rest
Oh,
of
and the
comps are gonna
Sombra
fall
might
apart
just
and
change everything.
produce. Players, oh, that's definitely gonna be.
The EMP is hard to recover from, especially when it's your entire team.
Need Firebirds to touch right now to really contest it.
I'm gonna touch it again. Yep, there we go. Shinbo's gonna be the one. Maybe a little hot potato with the touches until everybody gets on. Leader synergy. Right there.
Leader
Doesn't have the
synergy.
minefield though.
Not having the mines, doing everything he can to just throw Purdue around. Hopefully get some of them off the objective there.
Yep. Oh, I tried to go for a healing thing, it looked like.
Lunar just swinging around. Purdue paying no mind to him. Sombra falls. Firebirds are ahead in this fight. They're able to contest. Now all that's left is just a Mei.
Swarm the
Firebirds
Mei.
doing a great job focus
Yes,
firing,
there we
take out the
go.
Mei, and they were able to successfully retake the objective. Firebirds
that
have one more fight left for this point, and whether or not we'll see a round 3 for this map,
If they could have got Mei out earlier, they could have had
That-
more percentage.
100%. But we'll take what we can get.
Oh my goodness.
Lunar
Synergy
Synergy
just rolled at like 130 miles per hour.
just throwing that
Awesome
Reinhardt.
angle. Oh, it's overtime. Oh boy.
Jumpy Wizard coming in.
Lunar's
with
about to have the mine. Oh, he's gonna get hacked.
Lunar unfortunately getting hacked. Has the mine. Will have the minefield for
He's
this
got
fight.
it. He's gotta use it.
Yeah,
Oh, he uses
throws
it.
the minefield. Cuts off an avenue with an attack.
You
Takes
gotta
out
get the
that
objective
piece.
though.
Firebirds have to go back.
You gotta get on the objective.
Lunar, get back.
They just gotta
Lunar's
push him
doing an
off.
excellent
Who's still
job.
on the objective?
Booms
What?
Reinhardt. And
Yes, so there we
Firebirds
go.
have
Carthage still in
taken
it.
Round 2.
my
Firebirds are
God.
still in.
Dude, that was just unnecessarily close. Nonetheless, though, we tie it up.
I wish I was being dramatic, but like my heart's racing.
Round 3 in
This
control.
is
Here we
real.
go. Carthage still alive.
Ooh. Oh my god, dude! I'm like,
Time.
this is why I shouldn't. This is why what happens when I hold in my energy the whole day. Like the entire time, you know, I'm sitting in my class this morning and I'm just like, oh my god, it's a championship game tonight.
Yeah.
Oh. That was the only thing I can think of. Like my professor just kind of looked at me like I expected me to say my input for lecture, and I was just like,
Save for championship. Save all the build-up. Here we go, round 3 of control.
Round 3. This is the official do or die. Firebirds are really gonna have to turn up the intensity, and really just go all in. This has now become an all or nothing for the Firebirds.
Oh, Shinbo. with an
Shinbo
opening
getting a
pick.
huge
First
pick.
blood. Second blood, if you will.
Purdue
3.
Silver
Oh,
losing
no,
their
that's
support. That's
Pancakes
gonna be
getting that.
huge for our Firebirds.
Carthage taking the control point immediately.
Looks like they're gonna be holding that high ground there.
They cannot lose their confidence
can't.
at this point. You cannot.
Firebirds really just gotta hunker down and just
Once
really
they lose
get
it, it's
into
over.
Lunar Synergy doing what he can to slow down Purdue Silver's advance. Unfortunately, getting
There's the-
walled
oh
off.
my
That's
goodness.
gonna be fatal for the
play for
Firebirds. That
Payload.
was a huge wall by Payload. Jumpy with
Oh!
Shinbone taking
Whoa.
out the other support. Firebirds are definitely gonna be still in it.
Talk about superb accuracy. Carthage
Firebirds
Still has hold of the objective.
still staying in on the objective. ZXC switching over to Bash and having more of a brawl comp now.
Shinbone's Riptire is available.
Firebirds are definitely going to have 3 ults coming up this next fight. There's Annihilation, and it's going to come from Lunar Synergy, and Mancake's almost having Coalescence.
There's
Shinbone
Riptire.
popping Riptire.
Oh,
Solo ulting the
perfect.
Genji. Huge play by
Perfect.
Shinbone there.
Trap's gonna be destroyed. C4 is not gonna mount to anything. Oh,
Shinbone
it actually
taking
is. What am I
out that
saying?
loose, Lunar Synergy.
Annihilation is gonna
Activating
get Goose.
Annihilation, taking out Goose and
Carthage just
Smoggus.
retaking the
Carthage
fights. Oh my goodness.
is not letting Purdue anywhere near their objective. They are establishing that they have worked way too hard this season just to end on a bad note. They are
Oh,
not
they
going
gotta-
down without a fight.
Can't let up yet.
This last fight is definitely going to determine.
Gotta get on the point.
Shinbone with a bit of a cheeky angle there. Shinbone's doing a great job using those mines to displace Purdue Silver. ZXC coming in behind Lunar Synergy, dropping some support fire there.
Shinbone's about to have Riptire.
Firebirds, it looks
Things
like
are about to get deadly.
Shinbone
Oh my
with
god,
the
he's got
3K!
3! 3 for Shinbone. 4 with the C4.
Firebirds are gonna retake the objective. We are going to game 7. Game 7.
Yes.
Map 7. Oh my god. Firebirds with the clutch. Oh, that was huge.
That was
That Riptire was
insane.
huge.
That was insane.
Game 7.
Play on.
Of course,
One more
who else?
time. Run it back, Turbo. Oh my
Another
god,
look
that's a
at this
5K.
Riptire.
Shinbone got a 5K.
That was an ace. That was literally an ace. Yep. Wow.
That's wild. We are going to game 7.
All right, we'll take a breather as we need. We'll be back with map number 7. Back from intermission break, ladies and gentlemen. Game 7.
I'm so pumped. I've been holding it in all day.
Series tied 3-3.
I didn't think it was gonna get this intense. Oh my god. Alrighty. Hybrid on in Brazil, because I don't remember the name of the map. We have gone all the way.
Looks like it's escort. Might be just
no, this one's hybrid.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Ready for battle.
Gotcha. Shout out to Coach Palmer for subscribing to the Carthage Twitch channel.
Hi, Kevin. I miss that guy sometimes. He's pretty funny. My favorite memory with Palmer was the end of year party, and I went up on stage to go say some things to the seniors. And
Why are you holding the mic like Tupac?
Yeah, why are you holding the mic like Tupac? And I was like, yo, like, come on, man. I was about to drop my mixtape.
Anyone I know?
Is I dropping anytime soon?
All right.
Just curious. Is I dropping anytime soon?
Yeah. not anymore. No. But all
plans have
right,
been
back to the game at hand. Firebirds are running a bit of a poke comp here. Actually, both teams are running a poke comp. The only difference is we have Shinbone on Ashe and ZXC on Echo, with Blaze being on Soldier. But and supports are different too, but we don't gotta talk about that. Lunar Synergy coming in hot, doing a good job of holding that corner, allowing some space to open up for the Firebirds to go through. Immediately being aggressive, already establishing high ground there. Shinbone peeking through the doorway, being cheeky on that corner there. Coming up, getting a hit right there on Soldier. Firebirds, it looks like they might go all the way around
Might try
to
and
the other
flank up a
side.
little bit.
Get a good flank going.
Yep.
Shinbone's a little low on HP. He's gonna want to go run back to one of the supports real quick. Double rock action there.
ZXC's gonna get Blaze. Also gonna get Goose. Oh, Shinbone.
Huge pick on Monster by Shinbone.
They're just clearing them out one by one.
Firebirds are gonna take down Smogus, and they're going to start capturing the objective. It looks like that Purdue Silver is not gonna be able to come in and contest Firebirds. It looks like they might just have it. They just might have it down and already start moving the payload. They're gonna get a lot of time here.
They're gonna get a
Almost
whole
5 minutes.
Almost
That
5
is
minutes.
a lot.
Yeah, it's
That is a lot of time, especially on this map.
time.
Given that
certainly not
first
a
checkpoint
factor.
is quite the distance away from the starting point there. Firebirds are going to need to do everything they can to move it as far as possible. Lunar Synergy going around for a bit of a flank here. Coming
Gonna
up
use the
from
ability.
behind.
That's perfect placement of that ability.
Agreed. Great placement right there.
ZXC, Shinbone going off. Still has Bob in his arsenal, but he does not use
He's not
him
going to
quite
need
yet.
Bob here. Only Genji that's left. Firebirds did a great job that first fight there, getting through that first corner. Because that corner is pretty difficult sometimes to get through, considering that everyone is just, you know, in one small area. Not much natural cover to use there. Unless they push up a little bit, which they did.
Trying to
and
shoot the
did an
dynamite,
excellent
get some
job.
damage. Shinbone is the pro at that.
Firebirds have 3 ultimates here. NECC with the window. Jumpy Wizard with Guardian Angel. Just popping that right now. Shinbone calling in Bob.
See what Bob can do.
A very aggressive push going there already on the near the checkpoint there.
It's a good res by
They're
Jumpy
definitely
Wizard.
going to be getting a lot of time. 0.25 meters away from that first checkpoint. Firebirds are up 1 in this fight here. They might be up 2.
Oh, ZXC with the melee. With the beam as well to finish off Goose.
Firebirds doing an excellent job. They very quickly moved to that first checkpoint, giving them almost another 5 minutes to keep going all the way to the end here. At the rate that they're going, they might be able to go all the way. They've been doing an excellent job just being an armed escort right there for that payload. Like a Protect the President type of vibe going on.
Mm-hmm. Carthage still pushing this thing. Got a whole 4 minutes to work with. Reckoning from ZXC. Only gonna last so long. Oh, right before Junker Queen's ult came out with ZXC, shutting it down. Carthage just getting Purdue off of their game right now.
This is not the same team we saw at the beginning of this matchup here. This is a completely different
my
team.
goodness.
They have switched their mentalities, and it's obvious that they are here to win. The Firebirds have worked way too hard throughout this matchup, and it's obvious that they are not going down without a fight.
Lunar's Sigma ult being launched. Levitating everything in his path. Payload's gonna
Firebirds
Getting
are
the
almost at
mortality
the
field.
end there. I'd say that's roughly a good 10-ish meters. Jumpy getting a huge res for Lunar's energy. Smog is taking
Bob's gonna get in there.
Lunar. Bob's getting called out. That's going to be helpful for the Firebirds, hopefully. Smog is taking out Shinbone as well. ZXC just
getting in the
playing
back
that
line.
high ground corner there, just popping out every once in a while.
Carthage gonna need to find a way to finish this push.
You know, given how far the Firebirds have pushed up, 2 minutes and 40 seconds is still a lot of time for them to win this next fight. And just give that payload a little boop, if you will, just a little love tap.
Maywall creating some separation.
Purdue Silver forcing a brawl here. Firebirds reciprocating that with Mimic.
Oh!
ZXC getting 2 huge picks
He's gonna
right
mic
here.
it 3. Oh!
Might get a third
Shinbone.
Shinbone taking out Blaze.
Gonna be more than one
NECC
person on that point.
popping that window there.
Oh,
Doubling the
almost
damage
there.
of all Firebird projectiles right now.
Lunar's about to have the Sigma ult.
Lunar popping Graphitic Flux, allowing for the Firebirds to push up a little bit. Purdue Silver's definitely doing everything they can to contest, but it looks like the Firebirds are still ahead, and they're gonna be able to push this all the way
Still
up.
one more! And Carthage wins!
Airbirds have
They're
pushed
attacking
it
round.
all the way up.
Wow.
The minute and 43 seconds left. That was a beautiful first round right there.
Yes.
The Firebirds just came in hot. You know, the communication was clearly there. You know, they've successfully just rallied the troops together and just pushed forward.
You know what they say? Defense wins championships.
We're gonna see right now.
Carthage has the opportunity to make that statement even more pristine.
Purdue has a bit of a long way to go here.
Yep.
Even if they do take that first point, that is a really far distance.
Yeah.
Especially to that first checkpoint, and a very narrow pathway. So, you know, it's a little difficult to try to flank. So really, you just got to get that high ground before the other team does.
Not all of us are scientists.
Firebirds coming in, continuing that poke comp right here. Looks like they're definitely just going to be playing for a lot more range. Purdue Silver, they are definitely running a similar style of a poke comp, just keeping it at a range. Looks like they're going to be a little bit more mobile, though, as Monster is coming out with Iyari here, and Iyari's pylon. It's definitely going to make it easier for those heals. You know, it's going to allow for a lot more range and will allow for better positioning for Iyari herself and be able to do a little more damage than heals.
All right,
Ooh,
let's
the
see what
Lunar
Carthage
Synergy
can
with a
do.
huge pick on that Iyari. Purdue Silver being down 1 support, and that payload taking out Shinbone. Nothing to worry about, though, as Jumpy's able to get that res. Smog is taking out ZXC. Firebirds are going to just back up just a little bit around the objective. Just holding it there to try to slow down Purdue from getting close to it.
Shinbone throwing some dynamite. Oh. Shinbone, Lunar
Shinbone taking out
Synergy.
both DPS. Firebirds are up 2 for this fight right now. Purdue
gotta
Silver
hold it out for 3 minutes.
struggling to push up. They are not able to break through this Firebirds defense here. Lunar Synergy and ZXE and Jumpy Goes are all close to getting their ultimates. They might come out for this next fight here.
Well,
ZXE and Jumpy Goes are already having their ults. Now we just gotta wait on Lunar Synergy might get his for this one here.
I'm just trying to get that chip damage, build it up.
Lunar's been doing an excellent job. ZXC using that Mimic, copying Sigma.
Oh,
ZXC
oh my
with
goodness.
a couple picks there.
Carthage.
The Firebirds are doing an
It's
excellent
insane
job
right now.
of holding it down. That was a great fight right there. Firebirds did not let Purdue through.
Nope.
Purdue Silver having about 2 minutes left on the clock. That's not that much time. It's about three fights left. Carthage setting up, allowing for Purdue to get a little closer. That way they don't have to push up too far unless they need to.
I feel Purdue
Lunar
is gonna try
Synergy
to be
getting
more
a
aggressive with
cheeky
this fight, but
ult
oh my
there.
goodness. Goose is gonna get ZXC.
Shinbone gonna take
Nice
Goose.
refrag.
Jumpy was coming in for the res on ZXC. They're bringing him back into the fight. Firebirds are still up 2 for this fight here. Purdue Silver having to back up a little bit. ZXC with a
Wow.
late pick there.
Just gotta hold it for a little over a minute.
Purdue is... Hold on. Wait. 5, 4. And Purdue is down to their last minute. Okay, sorry. My timing was way off. Purdue is down to their last 60 seconds. This next fight is definitely going to be the make or break whether or
Yeah,
not this matchup
is
keeps
crucial
going.
for them.
The Firebirds are doing an excellent job just spreading apart and just holding down the corners.
There's Bob coming out.
Bob is being called in. Monster coming in with the Sun. Not sure if he made any
Dead
type
Eye's
of
coming
contact.
out too. They gotta watch out.
Shinbone calling out Bob is going to be huge for the Firebirds. ZXC hugging around that corner, just getting in a lot of chip damage for this ultimate.
Gotta pull out the copy.
Coming in with copy here.
Just gotta hold him. Gets one. Shinbone still doing some work. There's still more to be done. Guppy was a healing.
Firebirds are holding,
They're
doing
holding.
everything they can.
It's almost
just
there.
waiting for Lunar Synergy to come
Can it
in.
happen, please? Oh, not yet.
Purdue Silver finally contesting the point, going toe-to-toe with the Firebirds.
Oh my
Lunar
goodness.
lifting them off's going to be huge.
There's still one more.
Firebirds have gotten the team wipe.
Is that it?
And that's
it! Carthage
Our
wins!
Firebirds
Yes!
are your 2023 NECC champions.
Midwest Overwatch champs. Let's
Midwest
go.
Overwatch champions
Yes!
goes to our Carthage Firebirds.
Hats off to the entire team. Big shout out goes to Coach Fuzzy.
Shout out Coach Fuzzy. We love him. That was a great play.
That was a phenomenal
What?
match. A 3-1 comeback. Spiriting the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers, if you will.
That was a matchup.
That
you know,
was...
that was better than what I anticipated. You know, I was looking forward to it the whole day. When I got down here, I was like, all right, it's gonna be a crazy matchup. 2 undefeated teams. You know, like Pacific Rim type of energy, just giants going at each other. And man, that was a game.
It lived up to its name for
It
sure.
definitely did.
The face value was there.
Roll
Roll birds, ladies and gentlemen.
Roll birds.
More hardware added to the collection. More ice on the resume of Coach Fuzzy, might I add. Heard him
Oh.
talking about that.
100%.
Alrighty, we'll be cutting to an intermission break. We'll be back with a post-game interview. Already back from intermission break, post-game interview, joined alongside NECC, our lovely senior on the Overwatch team.
Hi.
Alrighty, so we'll start with the before the season. What were the goals heading into it?
Mainly just to play as best we could. I know for me, I was like, this season we have to make it all the way. Like, this is my last season. We better make it all the way. So we just played our hearts out, and like honestly, just having the really good synergy between all of us. I think just working on that, and I think that really helped.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I jumped in mid-season for the cast, but I could really see that throughout the last 6 weeks. You guys, adapting when needed, sticking to what's working and stuff like that, not changing up too much, and that's what got you guys to the championship. So, what's your take on the performance of the team as a whole now that you guys have won the championship?
Honestly, performance as a whole, I just think everybody did phenomenal. There's just no question that we just obliterated a lot of the games that we played.
We can say that now.
Sorry. But this was probably the toughest match we did play, and you could see that it was really hard for us.
Yeah.
But we honestly came together and just really, really went crazy. That's all I gotta say.
Again,
and
just
the whole performance of the team, everyone did so good. We have some great people on the team.
Yeah,
so.
it's just the resilience factor that all 5 of you guys have is just incredible. You and Jumpy Wizard playing the support roles.
Yes.
CXC doing his thing as DPS, Shinbone as well, and then Lunar Synergy just putting it all together as either Ball or Sigma, whatnot, just rotating through the tanks. The final question: so you're not going to be on the team next year because you're a senior, but looking into the future, where do you think this Overwatch team can go going forward?
Honestly, they have so much potential. The team is really good, and I think whoever, takes my position, they're gonna fit pretty well into it. I think because, like I said again, everybody has such good synergy with one another already, and just everyone's just really good, and they know what they need to do, and just everybody does such a good job. And I'm gonna be sad because I graduate this semester actually, so. I won't be able to play next semester, so I'm a little sad, but I think they have a lot of potential to go places like this, maybe even bumping up a division next year, I think is definitely an option because of how amazing they did, and nationals too, so I don't know what he's saying. But anyways, yeah, I think honestly just so much potential. Huh?
Hearing word you can compete in nationals.
He's trying to talk to me. I don't know what he's saying.
just completely ignoring the people right by us that you can't see on camera, obviously. But give it up for our lovely senior NECC. W's in the chat. That's it for the post-game interview. Man, fall season coming to an end. For me, has been an absolute blast casting Smash Bros. With Subby, casting Overwatch with Sam, Datsun and JT Lule, and yeah, it's been great. I said him already. said Sam already.
Shout out to the viewers in the chat.
Shout out to the viewers as well. Shout out to Coach Palmer, Coach Robert.
Palmer, you know what you owe me. So
it's the karaoke.
Yeah, you better be ready for karaoke night. That's all I'm saying. You better be singing Single Ladies or something like that. That's all I'm saying. But
yeah, coming into a new home, casting as well as I've been for the Wisconsin High School Esports Association as well, has been amazing. Screwing in my shtick here, man. Just trying to follow the socials, Carthage Esports. It's in my head right now as I'm trying to finish the closing statement. But yeah, thank you all for tuning into the Carthage Esports streams for me and for the rest of our lovely Firebirds family.
At Carthage Esports, thank you for all your support.
And we will see you guys back in late January for Rainbow Six Siege activation and Rocket League activation. Have a good evening.